Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. I only got a few minutes for this video, but I figured I would do the best I can in the 10 or so minutes that I got. And please forgive me, we're doing a little bit of rambling today. I just think it makes more sense sometimes just to do random, candid conversation with you about just different things going on. So, oh, by the way, if you haven't already, please subscribe. You doing so, very helpful. And I just appreciate it. I get to know that, you're actually interested in this stuff. So if you haven't already, subscribe, stay around. Or not, don't do it. Don't, totally fine. I get it. But I wanted to talk about the problems that we see with a lot of people really trying to take the kinds of content that I'm generating or other people out there that are substantially bigger than my account. I mean, I got a tiny ass account, right? Is the content, when I'm going and showing you how to build an automation, and here's the annoying part of whenever it comes to this content is I want to generate something that's going to work for you, that you can go, oh my gosh, this is awesome. I can now take this process, this system that he's got, and then put it into my business, right? This issue here, just taking something someone online shows you and then just dumping it into your business only works if you don't actually have a business yet. Because if you don't have a business yet, you can just change platforms. You can just change solutions. You can just drop everything, right? Maybe I create a video showing you how to do onboarding into HubSpot, right? But if you're already on Pipedrive, or if you're already on some other solution or Salesforce or whatever else, you can't just go away from a platform that you've spent $50,000 to $100,000 getting onto to then move over to HubSpot because some dude online told you that he can help you automate your onboarding, right? So what you find is that yes, the content's good. It is good. It shows you how to do that thing, and then I give you those files on how to do it. Same thing with what you see on all these other guys that on here. It's cool. But I feel that's more important is that when you're watching this content, you're not just, hopefully the video does show you exactly what you need to do, but you're taking the content and the flow and the structure and the process at which we went from point A to point B to then go, if I want to do that for my business, with my tools, with my systems, with my process, how do I do that? And that's one of the more important aspects of this, because if you don't understand the key concept, how do I do the thing without having to just tear everything that I already have down? Especially if you have a real business, which means you're making money, which means you have a process, which means you have a system, some type of engine, whether it's efficient or not. It doesn't mean you need to go and destroy that just to make this thing work. What it means is you need to understand the problems that you have, and you need to have you probably already using the tools. You already have a clear understanding of how they work or what you can do with them. And then you need to outline what it is you want to do with those platforms. Don't change to do another grass is greener and jump to another platform just to watch my video and then realize that the nuance that I added to it doesn't 100% align to you. It might align with yours 80%, but it might not be 100% alignment. So what I want to get at is, look, you're going to watch this content. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. It's super cool. And then you go to just copy, paste, and implement what I'm showing you, but it doesn't work for you, or it doesn't work like you want it. Now, you do get to learn by putting it all together, but what is much more valuable for you is to simply take the time, if you're going to watch the video, to understand the systematic process that is put in play to help me take from nothing to something, or to take existing infrastructure and integrate them together, right? If I want to show you how to onboard something, we need to go through and have a complete understanding of who your business is, what your business is, who you're serving, how you're deploying, how you're executing, what the user should expect when they are being onboarded. So as soon as they submit and pay you, what goes on until their first service, or at least the service has begun being delivered, Are you sending a message to them, someone to your team internally? Are you creating these things, right? Like you want to outline what the process is. And then you can take the structure that I provided in the example to start doing it for yourself. Now, it's so hard to try to teach that level of depth, especially to someone who's busy and only has so much time to give it to themselves and their business. Now, really the goal of my content is to help you get a broad understanding of AI and automation. But more importantly, I want you to understand how to look at aspects of your business and start to systematically break things down so that you can understand how and why you would even want to automate something. Not everything needs to be automated. Not everything has to have AI embedded in it. It's super cool. It's super fun, but it doesn't need to be there, right? Just because it can doesn't mean it should be, right? So the goal is I want to see you guys. I would love for more comments and engagement, by the way, just straight up. I feel like you guys don't love me. You watch my content. I see you guys watching my videos. Why aren't you commenting? I would love your input. Your input and your guidance and your direction and your curiosity is what drives me. My curiosity and my own interest in things is what drives me every day. So again, your input, your curiosity is very helpful. So I would love to make sure that when I'm generating this content and I'm trying to help you, that it is truly sort of teaching you a different way of thinking, a different way of breaking things down, because there's a bunch of different ways that you're going to see how people execute or work through a problem, and not all of them are good. Just because they all get to the end solution doesn't mean it's doing it the right way, but at least you're getting somewhere. So, I don't know. I just say this, take the content that you watch with a grain of salt. Not just mine, anyone's content. Honestly, just because they can show you how to systematically automate something doesn't mean it's actually going to work for you. So, you need to watch content, take it as direction and input, and or just like you would like with a mentor, it can be advice or guidance. It doesn't mean that what they showed you is the exact framework for your business, right? And if it's maybe a very nuanced thing, very specific, maybe you can just replicate it. But 9 times out of 10, even if I went and did something like, oh, I'm going to build you a cold email system on how to systematically do AI personalization to these people at scale for cold email, well, the CRM you're housing people in is probably completely different than how I'm doing it. The way you need to communicate to those people via cold outreach is completely different. Maybe the offer you're going to present to those people is completely different. Maybe the cadence or the tonality or the structure or who you're talking to and when you're talking to them and how you're following up, so on and so forth. And then if they do a response, is it AI? Are you automating does it make sense for you to integrate AI into the response, the reminder, or the follow-up to that person? Should you be cold calling them, right? Like you'll understand these things intuitively for your industry, for the way that you do business, and the way that works best for you. That makes sense? So again, you watch a video, I can show you the system. I can show you it working. I know because it works for me. But just because it works for me and it works for the clients that I work with and my team and I work with, it doesn't mean the exact system I'm showing you is going to work for every single one of you. So again, that's my only tangent today. Take content and take education with a grain of salt. Use them as frameworks, use them as systems to guide you, and use your brain. Don't rely just on AI. It's very helpful. It is very influential and it's very beneficial. But use your brain, use your own intelligence. I know you're smart. You're here. I would like to think that I'm fairly intelligent, but not the smartest person in the world by any stretch of the imagination. But I think you are smart enough to understand your business, and after just watching some pieces of content, to have a really good understanding of what to do, where to go, and just how to start putting some little pieces together. So anyways, hope it's great. That's all I got for you today. I got to get back to work. So talk to you guys later on. Thanks.